Happy morning, children. I feel happy to see you all. How are you? I hope you are all fine. Had your breakfast? Yes or no? Okay, very good. You are ready to listen the class now. In the last session, we have completed. Yes, we have completed. What is the chapter name? Sorting materials into groups. Now, we will see that lesson once. We will have just a glance of that lesson and then move to the next lesson. Okay. So, in this first part, we will be seeing about the chapter 4. And in the second part, we will be seeing about the lesson 5. Shall we go? Okay. What is the chapter name? Sorting materials into groups. What do you mean by sorting, children? Nothing but differentiating. That is separating based on their quantity, quality, character, structure, properties, everything. Okay. So that is nothing but classifying or separating them or grouping them. So these are all the content of this lesson. Yeah, we have seen introduction. So what is mean by materials? What is mean by objects? What are all the objects around us? And we have seen 3 states of matter. They are solids, liquids and then gases. Their properties also we had seen. And then coming to the next one, properties of materials. In that we had seen their properties like appearance, hardness, soluble or insoluble, and then objects float or sink, and then important properties transparency, and then recap. Listen, children, try to take hints while teaching. Sit with a note and pen for the science class always. Sit with a note and pen for the science class. Okay. So note down the important points. It will be useful for you for further revisions. Okay. Shall we go? So what is mean by material? Again and again I am asking you the same question. Tell me what is mean by materials? Yes, materials are nothing but it has some very good mass and occupies some space. So they can be natural or man-made. So these are all some of the examples of materials which we see in a day-to-day life. And coming to the next one, types of materials. What are the types of materials? Yes. Very good. Solids, liquids and then gases. Solids, liquids and then gases. Yes. So, what are the properties of solids? Tell me. So, first tell me about the atom arrangement. How they are packed. Very good. They are closely arranged to each other. And then, what about the atom arrangement in liquids? They are loosely packed, and in the case of gases, they are very loosely arranged. Okay. And shall we go to the next one? Yes. Properties of materials. I gave you one question, right? Why does an ship float in water, but why does an iron nail sinks in water? Have you found the answer? So, comparing to the weight of both iron nail and ship, which has more weight? Ship. But the ship floats on water. Why does an iron nail sinks? Have you found the answer? Yes or no? If yes, very good. Okay. So just check your answers. I'm going to tell you now. So listen, children. I said you about displacement, right? So displace, that means replacing it. In Archimedes principle, I said you are not Archimedes principle. That Eureka story. Yes. He has been shouting Eureka, Eureka and then running in the streets snack because he had found something. What is that Archimedes principle? So, in a full of water. So, consider some water. So, when some other objects are immersed in it, so the volume of the displaced water is equal to the volume of the immersed object. I said you are not the volume of the displaced water, that is the water which comes out. The displaced water is equal to the volume of the immersed object. That is the point which you need to say. So, when the boat or the ship floats in water, the displacement of water is less. The displaced water is less. but this iron nail displaces more water than its, okay. So the iron nail displaces more water than its weight. So only it sinks. But ship, it displaces only a small amount of water when it is immersed. That is the point, okay. So are you clear with this? If you have any other doubts regarding this, you can ask me further. Shall we go? Okay, what are the important properties? Appearance, hardness, soluble or insoluble, objects may float or sink in water, and then transparency. So based on an appearance, how they are classified? That is, appearance is nothing but their look, feel, texture. Luster is nothing but the shiny. So based on it, how it is classified? Two. They are lustrous material and then non-lustrous materials. Okay, say what do you mean by lustrous materials? Which has shiny appearance. They are called as metals. And non-lustrous, they do not have that shiny appearance. They are called as non-metals. Example of lustrous are gold and silver. Non-lustrous, rubber and what? Charcoal. Shall we go to the next? Okay. Next, what is this? Hardness. What is the next one? Hardness. That is the ability to withstand anything like scratches, and then like its strength. It has more strength. Hardness is nothing but the strength to withstand. If you are strong enough, you can able to face anything. Yes, that is what? Hardness. So based on this hardness, the materials are classified into hard and soft materials. How they are classified? Hard and soft. So what is the next property? Soluble and insoluble. So based on this, I have given you an activity. Complete that activity and I ask you to complete, right? If you are completed, well and good. If not, do it and submit it fast. Okay. So soluble and insoluble. So what are, tell me some examples of soluble materials in water. Very good. Sugar, salt. And insoluble, they are pulses, oil. They do not dissolve in water. And then what is the next property? Why do the objects float? While seeing this topic, when we have seen about buoyancy force, Archimedes principle, and then that Archimedes story. These are all the some other topics which we had seen during that time. Yes. So why do the objects float? If the density of object is less than that of water. If the density of an object is less than that of water, the object floats. So these are some of the examples of floating materials. And then why do the objects sink? If the density of object is more than that of water. If the density of object is more than that of water, the object sinks. You can keep this as an example there also. The density of the ship is less compared to that water, but that iron nail density is higher than water. Okay, so the displaced water is less. That is why the boat or ship floats. But the displaced water by the iron nail is more. Okay, so only it sinks. Shall we go to the next one? So these are all some of the examples of objects which sink in water. And then we had seen the next property, transparency. It is nothing but it allows light to pass through them. Transparent materials allows light to pass through them. From one side we are able to see the other side of the materials. Example, glass. Yes, and then this tube light, this bulb, and then clean water. So these are all transparent material. From the one side you are able to view the other side. So there is the scattering. There is no scattering. What do you mean by scattering? The light comes and hit this surface, it comes back. It is called as scattering. It is called as scattering. The light comes and falls, it splits and go. That is called as scattering is not there. But so it passes through that material and comes out through the other side. So there is no scattering of light in the transparent materials. On what is the translucent materials? It allows some or little light to pass through them and the others are scattered. This is if the light comes and falls. Consider this as a translucent material. Consider this as a translucent material. If the light rays comes and falls, few lights pass through this material and comes out on the other side, but few materials are scattered. So these types of materials are called as translucent. So these are all some of the examples of translucent materials. So what is the next one? Opaque. So these materials do not allow any light to pass through them. So the opaque materials do not allow any light to pass through them. So what about that light which falls on it? Everything are scattered. So if the light rays comes and falls on an opaque material, the light rays comes and fall on an opaque material, it does not allow any light to pass through it and comes on the other side. You are not able to see any light coming out on the other side. All the light rays are scattered, that is split from this point. So what are the examples of opaque materials? Door and then tire. So now I am going to ask you two questions based on this. Just try to answer, okay? Which ones are correct? Among this, what is correct? Just think and tell me your answer, okay? So a stone is hard. Stone is hard. It therefore sinks in water. Whether this is correct or not? Stone is hard or soft? Yes, it is hard. Whether the stone sinks in water or it floats? So the density of stone is high, it sinks in water. So the first statement is correct. Coming to the second statement, sponge is soft, that can be compressed easily. Look at the second statement, sponge is soft, it can be compressed easily. So whether this statement is correct or wrong, children? Yes, this statement is also correct. The sponge is a soft material, it can be compressed. Because why we are able to compress it? Inside that sponge more pores are there, that is more holes are there. Inside that holes, what is there? It is filled with air. That is why we are able to compress the sponge. And next one, water is transparent. Whether water is transparent or not, things can be clearly seen through it. Yes, water is a transparent material, we are able to see the thing. So which is the correct statement here? All the three statements are correct. All the three statements are correct. Shall I ask you the next question? Are you ready? Yes. See here, which pair of substance float in water? Among these four pairs, which pair of substance float in water? Just see, pin. What is this? Pin. What is this pin? That is made up of iron or steel. And then what is this next one? Oil drops. Whether oil drops float in water or it mixes with water. Think and tell me. And what is the next thing? Coin. And then rubber band, plastic ball, feather, iron nail and then cotton thread. Among these four options, which pair, that means which two objects will float? Pin and oil drops, coin and rubber band, plastic ball and feather, iron nail and cotton thread. Which of this float? Yes, your answer is fast. Very good. Plastic ball and then feather are able to float on surface of water because coming to case of pin, it has higher density than water, it sinks. Oil drops. So their density is higher than that of water, so it does not mixes with water, it floats on the surface of water. And then next thing, coin has higher density than water, so it sinks. But rubber band can float, but they have asked which pair. Okay, so this is not a correct answer. And then coming to, this is the correct. Plastic ball and feather both have a density lesser than water, so they can float. And next one, iron nail can sink because the density is higher than water, and cotton thread can float. So which is the correct pair here? Plastic ball and the feather. So in the next part, we will be entering into our